Okay, what do we got here from Pipeline? Once I realized the value of Bitcoin and that there's a subunit called a Satoshi, had an interesting thought. Since less than 1% of people recognize Bitcoin as the best savings vehicle, will one Satoshi go on the same trajectory that Bitcoin did from less than 1 cent until now? Yes. That's kind of my big thesis in Bitcoin right now. Like, you know how Bitcoiners all kind of have like their own thesis and what they talk about, like Jeff Booth talks about as long as Bitcoin stays decentralized and secure, that kind of stuff. Matt Odell has his stay humble, stack sats kind of very long-term lens. Everything else is irrelevant kind of lens. Mine, I would say, and I'm not obviously not comparing myself to people like that, but mine would be when Bitcoin hits $1 million, it's going to go very quickly to 5 million and then 10 million and then 20 million. And the reason I say that is because when Bitcoin hits 1 million, that means that one sat will equal 1 cent. And all of a sudden on all the tickers, on all the mainstream news, we're not going to be pricing in Bitcoin anymore. We're not going to be looking at, oh, Bitcoin is $1 million and $25,573 today. They're going to switch to sats, and they're going to say you can get one sat for 1 cent. And people are going to start looking at Bitcoin, Satoshis now, as like a penny stock. And they're going to say, oh, I can get one sat for 1 cent. All of a sudden it goes up to 3 cents and then 10 cents. And people are like, holy shit. And then it goes to $1. And so when Bitcoin at that stage goes from 1 sat equals 1 cent, all of a sudden the sat goes to 3 cents or 5 cents. In the background there, Bitcoin just went from 1 million to 3 million to 5 million. So when we start pricing it in sats, it's going to go up 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent. But in the background, it's going to be going up $1 million per Bitcoin at that time. Which is crazy. And again, I think that that's my thesis that I want to be like remembered for in Bitcoin in a way that, you know, to have the foresight that that's the case, because it's not going to go from like it's not going to go from 1 million to 1,200,000 and, you know, $5,000 to, we're just going to stop measuring it at that point. It's going to be too long. People aren't going to, it doesn't comprehend in people's brains like it would for a sat going to 1 cent to 2 cent to 5 cents. So yeah, that's my, man, my eyes watering here, as you can tell.